Casey Kinser, and we're out here with our family for opening weekend, which is always a really good time to be out here. Not only is it beautiful and it's quiet and it's a great place to just get away from our busier life, but it's great just for our family too. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this, and it's great to share that with our kids, and then they get to see the fruits of all that labor, and they've been a part of it, which is really neat to see them get excited about the work that we've done and watching the animals grow. And so it's always exciting to come back for another season. First thing in the morning, sun comes up, and I had my hunting buddy, Hattie J, with me this morning. She is always my good luck charm, and she made sure I had a good breakfast, and we feel like that was the key to our hunt this morning. There were several does out there, but some fawns were following them around too, so we wanted to make sure we pick out the right one. And even a great 10-point came out and hung out for a little bit. They were very comfortable. There were some younger does, and so we wanted to wait till a good mature one came out, and eventually, later in the morning, a good mature doe came out. We waited for a fawn to follow her and nothing, and went ahead and decided to take her. So it was exciting when Josh and the rest of the girls showed up. It's always really fun to walk out of the blind and see their little faces. They're always so excited when we got something, and that's always their first question, did you get anything? And so it was great to get to tell them that we did.
Where are we going?
All right, should we go see if we can find Mommy's doe? What? Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. As we were walking, Josh had our youngest on his shoulders, and all of a sudden she just kind of tapped him on the head and said, "Daddy, there's a rattlesnake." And he looked over, and a huge rattlesnake was balled up.
Look what Josie just found. Baby, it's okay. Whoa. How do you remember when I just told you, look for the rattlesnakes? Josie tapped me on the head and she said, "Look, Daddy, a rattlesnake."
Oh my gosh. Come here, back up.
It's alive.
Yeah, it's alive, baby.
That's a big boy.
Wow, it's a big.
Okay, hold on. Wait, Harold, August wants to film it. We found blood.
Okay, we're coming.
Okay, wait. August wants to film you. Please come back.
Puffing up, here comes a rattle.
I didn't know that was.
Oh, she turned off that way, so let's.
Sorry, we got distracted by the rattlesnake.
The rattlesnake. Okay.
All right, what kind of blood is that, Hattie? See the bubbles? Bright red blood. Like this, you see that? What does that mean?
Deal.
Yeah, that means she should have shot it in the lungs. That's good.
Get that.
Blood. Good. Ooh, look at that.
Ew, gross.
Ooh, there's a lot on that tree.
Gross.
Back to your last blood. Which way did you
I see some blood over there.
Where?
Oh, it's here.
Good job, Hattie.
Did you? Can I see her?
Here.
Wow.
We got her.
She has such a sharp tail.
Watch out for those rattlesnakes, okay?
Again, it's always awesome to have my girls with me on days like this, because they're out with me too when we don't get anything, and it's always a good lesson to remember that we just have to stay positive and stay out there. That's just part of hunting, and so it's been great to have her here and my little ones too, just to be grateful for what we've been given, and we said a prayer and thank God for this animal that He gave to us to feed our family and to help take care of the rest of the deer. And it was just a great day to have a reward for all the work we've been doing.
Can you just sing Tractor for us?
Listen to the new green.
This week we were down here with my middle child, Riley, and not only were we behind in our numbers for for harvest for what the state directed on our MLD program for the ranch. But I was down here with the whole family over New Year's, and everything froze over and the deer started to move. Well, when my wife went back, my middle child decided to go back with her. And so I had my 2-year-old and my 6-year-old, and we killed this 8.5-year-old deer called Piggy. It was such a big deal. Well, Riley was the one who first named him Piggy, and you know, she, after it happened, was just so upset. So I told her, you know, look, we'll bring you back down and we'll try to get on a buck, and it can be your special trip, which actually worked out great because I was able to quarantine myself and her from the rest of our family, which is, you know, I guess like everybody else in the country at this time has the flu. So it was good to get her out on her own because she really felt like she missed something.
You see the deer poop right there? Should we? Right here. Why is it fun? Why is deer poop funny? Got your binoculars turned around the wrong way. There you go, there you go. He's broken up. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real good 3-year-old. I mean, he's just got some potential to be maybe even a 10 point. He's got some little pieces that look like he might sprout into a 10. But you can see how run down he is, and he's just coming and hitting that to die for in the BB squared out there. And you know, at this time of year, when these deer have lost so much weight, it's just really important for them to be able to put that mass back on quickly and be healthy. His main beam's broken in half. I mean, you know, it takes a lot of force to break a main beam. But I mean, you can just see he's got little scars all over him, and he's just had a rough rut.
We're watching this young 3.5-year-old deer that looked like he had some pretty good potential. He's a little broken up. And while we're watching him and talking about him, it's one of those deer that you walk out and you don't have to evaluate anymore. It's instantly shooter.
We just got a bug, baby.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
I want to help you put it in the truck. I want to put it in the truck.
Yeah. You did so good, honey.
I want to do it in my truck.
Let's just give him just a second, okay?
This trip, you know, it wasn't about going out and trying to find the best buck around. We've got to get and pave the ways for some of our younger, better bucks and remove some of these older bucks that just aren't, you know, they're just not gonna ever be what we want to see. The buck we took, I don't know how old that deer is. He's over probably 9.5 years old. You know, he might be 10 or 11. It's tough to tell when you get that because their teeth are so worn down that you really don't know. That's you know, real sign of an old deer where he's got calluses from laying. The first thing he did when he stepped out is he went straight to the pile to die for. You know, he hit it and circled around, came to the BB squared, I think more out of jealousy because the 3-year-old was on it. But, you know, it's just these deer at this time of year, I really highly suggest if you can put a feed out that has protein, fat, nutrients to help them, they'll come hit it more than they will just corn because they know what they need. And you know, the great thing about To Die For is not only does it have a lot of protein, fat, everything that they need, it's also got sweet corn powder in it. And not field corn powder, sweet corn powder. Are you cold? You shivering? All right, well, we gotta load this buck up and I promise you that's gonna warm you back up. High five, honey. Here, you wanna feel his antlers?